Thank you very
You're
much.
happy to be retired?
Very much so. Very much, yeah. I mean, I spoke about it on our show. You know, I definitely went out on my own terms, but I a lot of injuries over the years. I still feel like I could definitely compete. In fact, I know I can, but you got things going on, busy, you know. So yeah, you can't do it forever. My wife wanted me to retire for years. You know, she wanted me to retire a long time ago. But yeah, very happy with it.
You look great, man. God
Thanks,
bless
buddy.
you. You know, it changes. It changes. And what we do and what they do is an art. And it's kind of similar. You have to know where you stand and where to not stand in training. And it's the same thing, you know. I feel like when I shot that Netflix special, it was like how Holloway felt after he got beat up by Conor. You know, Holloway and Dustin Poirier both improved dramatically after they lost to Conor, because you see what your faults are a lot more. Like I saw how I fucked up on stage in a way. I mean, I had a good set and all, and I'm excited that it's coming out. But it's weird how we grow as artists and fighters, how you...
Well, it's an old cliche, but you learn more from your losses than you do from your victories. And it's absolutely true. I mean, of course, it's great to win fights. You want to go out there and kick ass and win and be the man, all that shit. You don't learn anything. In fact, if anything, you just pick up bad habits. You get away with stuff that you shouldn't be getting away with, because one day someone's going to get you. One day someone's going to make you honest. When you lose a fight, case in point, when I lost to Dan Henderson, my first loss in the UFC, fucking terrible loss. You know, I changed a lot of shit, changed a lot of things, and it made me a better man, made me a better fighter. Same thing as you're saying with stand-up, with anything, really, you know?
Yeah, well, I think in the beginning with stand-up, that's why I think you're just not very good in the beginning, so you're dealing with those losses a lot. So that's why you learn so much in the beginning, because you just kind of stink, and you like have to get up and want to sort of... To do it in the beginning, it's fucking weird. I don't think I could ever start over again. Thinking about it, could you go back and start over? Go back to the very beginning.
See, I was thinking. Then I used to be a nightclub DJ for 15
DJ
years.
Mikey B.
DJ Mikey B. Prior to being a fighter, yeah. But it's a very different scene. You gotta become a good DJ, and you gotta play all the shitty fucking venues and the empty nightclubs. Or oh my god, there's 7 people in here. It's
and
going
this is
off
all
tonight.
in Manchester.
Yeah, Manchester, Greater Manchester. I'm from a small town just outside of Manchester.
And how old were you when you started DJing?
16.
And what type of music?
Like dance music, house music.
2 things with a computer.
Yeah. No,
2 turntables?
Yeah, turntables.
It's really big in England, right?
It's fucking huge, massive dancing. Yeah. See, I started martial arts at 8 years old, and I was obsessed with it. That's all I did. But then I left school at 16. I got a job working in some shitty factory. And I'm walking home, and I popped into my friend's house to smoke a joint, and he had some turntables. I was like, holy fuck. I thought it was the coolest thing I ever saw. So fuck martial arts. Let's try and become a DJ. And I put all my efforts into that, really. And then when I realized that I'm never going to be a fucking world famous DJ getting paid tons of money, I went back to martial arts and came to the UFC. That's pretty much it. My life story in a minute.
Now, but when I hear like guys that start fighting and they like fight for $50 in the Valley at a bar. Like in the beginning, it's the same one night as we do.
Yeah.
And then you get like 9-0 in the amateur fucking racket. And then you sign on to some lower league. And then you knock 3 motherfuckers out there. And then the UFC comes a calling. And the first fight could be short notice or whatever. It's like when, you know, I'll never forget. I was writing something today about 2000, how I thought I had the pieces together in my life. And I got a call to do the Desert Inn with Dave Attell and some other New York comic. Well, I never called the booker back. And the night before, the night of the show, when I got to the green room, they switched the lineup. It was Tim Allen.
Oh, man.
And here I am.
So you weren't on?
Oh, I was on. But I was working with Tim Allen.
Right.
Oh, shit. And he was on the show still. He was still on whatever. Like, he was still a big fucking deal. And I walked in there prepared for Attell, like a 20-minute set before Attell.
Yeah.
And now Tim Allen's there, and I didn't know what the fuck to do. And he was pretty cool, and he told me, it's, you know, you learn as you go along. Like, it's the same thing as fighting. You just learn as you go along. And then when you get beat by something new, you switch it up. Like, some nights you're like, I'm going to go out there and improvise. And you get lit up like you eat a bag of dog shit. And now you either go, well, I'm going to improvise and get better at it, or I'm not going to ever do it again. It's the same thing with fighting, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's just, you know, whatever it is, it takes a weird personality type to get into either one. When you really think about it, dude, like, getting on stage, people are really fucking terrified of that. Like people that haven't done it before, speaking in front of, even dude, the first couple of years I did stand up, I was
think it's
terrified.
number 2 on the list.
Yeah, death and then public speaking.
Public speaking.
But I'm sure far behind that is probably getting into a fist fight or being punched in the face. People just, for you to want to do it before you know how to do it, it takes a weird thing. Like, why would you? What
Being a comic?
Being a comic or a fighter.
Or a fighter.
Why? If before you know how to fight, what's drawing you to put yourself in that type of danger? It's just most people think it's fucking crazy.
I agree with what you're saying, and probably more so these days, because these days, as the sport's bigger, UFC's bigger, and it's more open. It's a job opportunity for more people these days. But from my background and who I am, it wasn't a fucking job opportunity. This is what I did. It was all I know. I had no education, and I was just out there scrapping guys. And I wanted to make something of my life and give my children a better life, So it wasn't like a conscious decision of I'm going to be a fighter. I always was a fighter.
That you were like,
no, but a lot of old school guys, that's the same kind of thing. I'm not unique. I'm not special. Back in the day when there wasn't much money to be made, but now you look, you've got these people, fresh face, education, great family. So what the fuck are you fighting in an octagon for? You got tons of options.